Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, the Aquarius, the acting Aquarius today, since it is Aquarius season. Happy birthday to all our Aquarians. This is Blazer the Morkie, and we are here with your February monthly reading, having a little fun today. We're going to do that yummy Celtic cross layout that I love to do. Of course, we'll look into your overall energy and close it off with an oracle card for the Cancerian Collective. Always keeping in mind these are general readings, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and north node readings for additional context and texture. And then also, I won't go into all the details, but check the description below. In the description, I have many links that might be of interest to you, including personal readings. I would like to welcome all new subscribers to my channel. I hope you enjoy the content that I put out. Please join me on some of my live community events. I'd love to have your participation. Please drop a comment, like, and share this with a friend that you think might be interested in these readings. So here on Creators on the Crest, we love to have fun, and that's why I'm dressed up today, but I do have to put my glasses on. I do have to have my glasses on so I can see the cards in detail. So here we go, Cancer. Let's pull a card for your overall energy today. Ooh, this one here. Cancer, you are a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. I love that. Okay, so we're going to hold that in our hearts, Cancer, that you are a child of the cosmos and your inner intelligence is important, and we're going to see how that comes out in this reading, okay, and how it kind of connects us full circle. You're starting off with your current energies being the devil. That is Capricorn energies, Cancer. That is your opposite energy. You might have a little bit of an issue right now letting go control over something. Some of you may have children that are growing into new phases, and it's challenging to watch them take those new rites of passage. You may want to hold on to the younger ages. I get that for some of you there. Now, this is challenged by the star. Cancer, if this is not family related for you, this very much has to do with your dreams and desires. So your current energies may not be the most auspicious energies for you to go for your dreams. Maybe some of you are in a bit of a pause right now. In your needed focus area, you have the Nine of Swords. There is something stressing you out. There's something on your mind. Could have to do with some sort of intelligence gain that is on the horizon for you, Cancer. So let's, maybe there's something you want to learn. Maybe there's something, some sort of gap that you need to fill in your awareness, or maybe you feel like you need to fill a gap in your knowledge base. In the past energies, you're leaving behind the Knight of Cups. So something that really called to your heart, or someone, some of you may be thinking back and having a little bit of a sentimental experience. This energy feels quite removed. So for some of you, this could be an ex-partner that had an impact on your life. The kind of feeling where you'll always wonder, what are they doing? I hope they're doing well if you're not in contact. Or just someone that you wish well in life. Some sort of love focus that is from the past. In the future energies, you have the Seven of Cups. You have a choice coming up, Cancer, on something here. I'm not sure what it is yet until we clarify, but honestly, you're looking like you're in a pretty good position to make the decision. You're looking like you have a pretty good vantage point on it. So if some of you are experiencing a lack of clarity, or you're in a pause right now, maybe because you're releasing control and trying to pick up a new level of knowledge about something, no worries. It looks like in the future that's going to clear and you'll be able to make the choices you need to make. In your place of empowered embodiment, you have the Nine of Cups. The way that you create a loving space space around you is very powerful, and more powerful than some of you have even ever given yourself credit for here. Your ability to create a loving atmosphere, a loving home, a loving place where other people feel safe and secure is something that is a gift that you possess. Now, I am getting the sense that the more it feels good to you as well, the better it will be. But it feels safe, protected, whole, complete. I really like the energies I'm feeling in your place of power. So some of you may be feeling good about your environment or your home or something that you've done in that zone of your life. In your support and allies, you get the Fool. Wow, so there are some innocent, carefree, more wild energies that are supporting you right now. This could have to do with that Star card, that challenge that you're being called to. And I'll mention the Star card is Aquarian energy. So maybe some of you are struggling a little bit with the transition from Pluto being in Capricorn into Aquarius. We live in such a quick fix world when signs and planets and all the positions change. Sometimes we think, oh, everything's going to be just fine now, but some of you may still be making that adjustment here. But I like that you may not realize it, but the energy is somehow supporting you. In your environment, you have the Ace of Swords. This is a new idea, a new communication. It ties back to that child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe that is within you. I think you're aware of this. I think if it's not already on the surface, it's very much bubbling up for you. This is a very powerful Ace of Swords, and perhaps the knowledge gap that I was kind of feeling before, some of that could be imagined, and some of you I think are better positioned than you're giving yourself credit for. For others of you, this is something that you're going to directly apply into action in your environment around you, or you're practicing with it right now, which I like to see. Practice makes perfect, as they say, right? And for your hopes and fears, you have the Two of Cups. You very much want to maintain a healthy partnership or partnerships in your life. That's been a big focus for you. Love, emotions, and maintaining healthy, balanced partnerships where two people are exchanging from the heart. In your potential outcome, you have the Three of Pentacles. I feel like collaboration, help, and possibly even some resources are on the way for you, going from feeling like you are kind of contained in this pause to, oh, now things are opening up. Now things are blossoming. Okay, interesting month of February for you. With this Devil card being here, it's probably a good thing. It's the shortest of the months because, you know, it's hard to be in these energies sometimes, especially when it's the opposite sign. This could also represent that some of you are really working on something behind the scenes right now. So for the clarification, you get the 7 and the 8 of Wands. You're beginning to see something, Cancer, that you didn't see before. I feel like some sort of veil of illusion is lifting for you. You've had to implement a lot of new habits and new actions in order to get to this point. But now that you're here, I feel like new energy is going to come in very swiftly to replace some of these energies of the Devil card where you feel more clamped down and in energies of control. For some of you, it's releasing and freeing up energy from having been controlled by others or outdated belief systems in the past. Let's clarify this Star as being your challenge. I feel like it's there for you, Cancer, and you're like reaching out to it, but it's just, you know, it's this elusive kind of feeling. So let's see if we can get some clarifications on this Aquarian energy. Yeah, the Hanged Man, and then there's that 9 of Swords again. So in your challenge, here is the 9 of Swords, and in your needed focus. The 9 of Swords is the kind of thought forms, beliefs, programming that keeps us up at night, that keeps us in a state of stress, that keeps the cortisol levels at their heightened states. And the Hanged Man being here is very auspicious for you because this is major arcana energy coming in. I really believe some of you are redefining your identity in the sense of you no longer want to be burdened by beliefs and programs that would keep you feeling small or would keep you from reaching toward your dreams. But in order to do that, you've really had to step back, surrender to the fact that there are these stressful thoughts and there are these sleepless nights. This kind of energy has to be cleared out first. You know very well you're emotionally intelligent enough to know that you do not want to move forward with this Nine of Swords energy. So you may actually be okay with this being a little bit of a pause period for you, even though it's hard, even though you see your vision, even though things are opening up. Throughout the month, I think there's going to be more and more revealed to you. So the more things you can do to help your stress levels decrease, the more relaxation you can do, the more focus you can put into gratitude and the things that bring you happiness and joy and just a feeling of serenity. That's going to be important. Let's see if the universe has something else to say about this Nine of Swords in your needed focus. I'm glad you're focusing on your challenge. That means you're not ignoring it. You're in the midst of it. For the Nine of Swords here, you get the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords. Very much what I said already. You have this passion in you and you want to go ahead and put it out into the world. And I think some of you already are, but it may not be to the degree that you really want it to be. You may not feel like you're there with the, it's not force, but it is kind of like force. There's this pushing presence and force of your passion, your desire, and what you're supposed to be doing in the world. And you want to move actively toward that. But with the Six of Swords being here, you're letting me know that first, you want to make sure your consciousness and your subconscious realm also is aligned with this energy. You do not want to bring the stress into the actual actions that you're needing to take. And so, Cancer, I would say for many of you, you want to take this day by day in the month of February. If there are days where you're feeling particularly stressed out, you're having like tension headaches, or somebody has gotten on your nerves and you might just need that minute to step back and process, be sure to take that. Because creating out of the more stressful energies, what you're showing to me and what the universe is working with you on is that that's not going to be most auspicious. That stressful energy gets in the way of your emotions. Certainly you can push through it, and some of you I feel like have attempted to push through the energy, but the results just keep staying the same or things get worse. You have to acknowledge this. I think you are with that Hanged Man there, with these Nine of Swords coming up like they did in relation to the challenge and the needed focus. But if you haven't, be sure you do pay attention to this and spend a little time in releasing that stress. Some of you have come out of situations, jobs, or relationships where someone else was stressing you out. So it's kind of like and I'm not saying, we're all co-creating here. If someone was stressing you out and you're having a response to it, there's good reason for that, right? And you're meant to grow through that. However, sometimes when we've been in those situations and we come out of it, just like the transitions of the planet, as without, as within, as within, as without, right? Just like that, it takes a minute to almost detoxify ourselves from those previous situations. So look at the arenas where that might be the case for you. I know for me, when I left the corporate world, it took me the good part of a year to just get myself detoxified from that way of operating, right? And getting my shift and my focus into more alignment with the way that I wanted to operate on a go forward as an entrepreneur. So that would be one example. Some of you, it's people that you used to be with. They're no longer in your life, but it takes a moment to adjust the habits, the responses, the reactions, and go through some of the healing needed when that shift in presence has happened. Like I said, for some of you, this may be a child or a teenager kind of going through their own rite of passage. So could be from a parental standpoint as well, you getting used to something new, you getting used to them. Wow, they're a young adult now, right? It's that kind of feel for some of you. For the Knight of Cups in the past, you're showing me the Death card and the World card, Cancer. Big transformation from whoever this person is that has come into your awareness. I do feel like it was a past love. I do feel like it was a very important relationship from the past to help you transform and grow. I don't know that the Star card and the Fool here would be showing up as these fresh new opportunities for you if you hadn't grown and learned from that person. I do feel like there was love there, but for whatever reason, the paths weren't meant to continue on together this lifetime. With the World card being here and the Fool and your support and allies here, that tells me this was a natural ending to the situation. So if any of your stress has been coming from, oh, I regret, that so-and-so and I didn't make it work out, I could have done better, they could have done better, getting into that kind of story, remember, those are the energies of the past, Cancer. And as Cancerians, we have to test ourselves to not stay stuck in that past. Some of you are doing that because I can feel it coming up. Blaze, what are you doing? We're in the middle of a reading. Get back over here. Blaze is a little antsy. We've been experiencing some really cold weather, and Blaze and I are used to going on 3-mile hikes in the afternoon, and we have not been able to do that. And so he is, beside himself with energy here. We've been trying to throw his toys, let him run, but it's not the same, as you all know, if you're a fur baby mama or daddy. We love those fur babies. Yes, we do. The Seven of Cups in the future position for you, Cancer. You get the Four of Wands and the Strength card. Okay, so Cancer, a decision on the horizon. I feel like this has to do more with your home and your environment that you've set up than it does necessarily a specific person, although there may be others involved, whether it be partner, children, but it looks like some sort of decision is coming up for you. It may be on where to live. It may be on remodeling or where to put money into your home. Some of you may be selling, some of you may be investing, some of you this is investment decisions. Perhaps for some of you, that has to do with the intelligence that is already within you, but you're not connected to it yet. I think that's why the Strength card might be here. So I'll give a few examples. One of them would be like investing your money, or learning about high yield savings and having some different baskets to put your eggs in, right? So this could be a financial thing. With the Four of Wands, we're talking about creating stability. We're talking about bringing things into stability. Some of you would be preparing your home to get the best price for selling your home, or maybe you're selling a car, or maybe you're selling a product and you're thinking about repackaging or making a change. Some of you may be changing your brand. There's some sort of rather large decision there. For others of you, it's things like, I need to learn this technology or this software in order to do that. I know that's a thing for me. I love this front end stuff. I love getting dressed up and having fun and coming on video and everything. That part's really become easier for me. It wasn't always, but now I have to bring my back end network into alignment with what's being presented so people have a way to work more deeply with me. And I feel that's the case for some of you and what you're planning to do in the future. For the Nine of Cups in your place of embodied empowerment, Cancer, you get the Judgment card and the Five of Cups. This is an acknowledgement that you have done such a good job. And this is acknowledgement from the universe, because this is a clarion call, a clarion reminder, I think, even from the universe for you, that you have done such a good job of processing emotions for yourself. And I do think that it has strengthened you in ways that you're probably not even recognizing the full impact of what this has done. But it being here with the Nine of Cups, the way this is showing up and feeling to me, you have really come into your natural tendencies, your natural state in alignment, and the universe is recognizing you. It's almost as if some of you, and some of you may be dealing with this, an award ceremony, or you're receiving some sort of reward. If nothing else, it is the universe. It's the message coming through here that you have really done a beautiful job navigating your emotions and really working through what some people might coin negative emotions, especially. Some of you may be helping others through emotionally tough situations as well. That might be part of your career. For the Fool energy that we have in your support and allies, we have the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords. So I would say the supportive energies around you. Now, each person individually has their own take on this. When I tune into the energies for the Cancerians that are tuning into my channel, the past, present, and future people who will watch this reading and who will gain something from it, I do see a little bit of a tendency to look behind you or look backwards. Some of you may be going through a reevaluation of like the year prior or the months prior. I would caution against spending too long doing that. There may be something you need to check back and acknowledge on, but I would look forward. I would turn your focus back forward here. Otherwise, it does kind of bring in a bit of conflict. And so your greater being, your guides, your ancestors, the holy medicine people that you work with, right? These are people that would come through in alignment with your greater being, with the highest and best messages, whether they're incarnate or disincarnate. They're letting me know, hey, Cancer, it's fine to kind of check back, but don't spend too long looking back there. You'll start to feel a bit of conflicted energy. It could also cause you to second guess things. You have the Knight of Cups here, which is very much your natural energy. It's to lead with your heart. It's to lead forward with your heart. The Knight leads. And in this case, leading with emotions, letting your emotions guide you, because remember, the universe is acknowledging you for doing such an amazing job with that right now. And in your life, not even just right now, but overall. For the Ace of Swords in your environment, you get the Two of Wands and the Hermit. Yes, so remember I said some of you are in this pause. This kind of ties back to that Hanged Man energy where you're surrendering into what is and the knowledge of what is. The Hermit card is going to be the energy of Virgo. It's going to be the energy of going inside for a little while and gaining something from that. That's where you're going to gain the wisdom. The experience of the Hermit, excuse me, yep, this is important for you to know. Experiencing the Hermit card and really connecting with your inner light, that is what aligns you moving forward, and that is what brings the wisdom. And we're talking about permanent wisdom. So there's this tendency here for you to be in this state for a little while. And it could be, some of you might be waiting on something to come through. Some of you may be waiting on a communication. Some of you may be waiting on resources to come through. While you're waiting, go ahead and work with that Hermit energy. I call the Hermit the master magician. He is in a point in his journey where he has all the elements at his disposal, and he's learned to use them wisely. And the wand remains in his hand, but he holds a lantern out in front of him to guide his way as he takes each step. So you may not be running and charging for the finish line, but this more thoughtful, step-by-step, slow and steady wins the race long term. Remember, you were in the future, I see you seeing what eggs go in what basket. There's some nesting here going on as well for you. Let's look at this Two of Cups and your hopes and your fears. The Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. This is kind of a feeling, Cancer, that you always hold relationships and partnerships in a precious way. You remain curious and open to people, and this is acknowledging you giving people that chance, that opportunity. You will always put your heart forward into partnerships and give people a chance. But this is also showing me with that Ten of Swords that if it's not the right energy for you, you're going to shut it down. But the Page would indicate that you're trusting, you're going to give people a chance, or you're going to give something a chance. This could even be like, let's say you do decide to do some investing. You may choose to work with an investor. It may not work out. You'll make the decision not to. It's interesting because I do sense the energy in you that you already are this way, but when you're going through these energies, sometimes you may not recognize it, if that makes sense. So here you are, let's say you're working with an investor and you're giving them a chance and you're open and trusting and you're learning, right? And you're partnering with this person because this is, your hopes and fears are showing me that you are considering partnerships. But after a while you realize, wow, I could do this on my own. I don't need to be paying an investor to help me with this, or a financial coach, or whatever it would be. So I'm going to go ahead and in that partnership, dissolve that partnership, and I'm going to take the reins from there. So that's already in your energy, but to me, it feels like some of you may not trust yourself fully with that yet, or there's just something you need to learn. Just like any relationship, there's just one or two things you need to learn and then you can move on. You both hope for great partnerships. You do fear the ending of them sometimes. Maybe because of previous, like feeling burned before, or when things have ended before, the ending has been kind of tough for you. And that can affect us even in different energies on a go forward if we have that wounding in our makeup. So something to look at there. In the potential outcome, the Three of Pentacles, where I was seeing like a blossoming and opening up and support, more support, like physical, tangible support coming in for you. You got the Chariot. There you are. That's your major arcana card, Cancer. That's that go forward energy, and the Wheel of Fortune. By the end of the month, wheels are going to be turning, Cancer, that weren't turning before. It looks like you're balanced in this energy. It looks like you're feeling that things are starting to present themselves to you. There'll be more clarity than you feel at the beginning of the month. So stick with this. This is very cool because what's happening here in this whole reading, if I had to sum it up so far with what I see, and I'm only going to pull one more card, but it's you coming into alignment with your inner intelligence, what is already inside you. Now, some of that is already established in the emotional arena, but in the energy of wisdom and experience and maybe some knowledge on certain things, that's what's going to grow in clarity throughout the month. And it's not even knowing the information, it's knowing that it's inside you, right? It's knowing that you can take what's inside you and you're just getting into alignment, and that every partnership, every connection, every experience that you have is steering you in that direction. So it truly is an inner to outer blossoming that you're going through. We're going to close off your reading with a fun little, since we're in this Aquarian, fun, beautiful energy of the water bearer, even though Aquarius is an air sign, the water bearer. We're going to go with the fairy dust oracle. These are just little fun messages just to kind of ice the cake here. Put a little cherry on top from our fairies here. Ah, how nice, Cancer. You got peace, friends and family, and those who care. Peace is yours today to share. And I love this. I'm going to connect this back to the Nine of Cups card that you had in your place of empowered embodiment. Peace. This is the kind of energy that you bring into your spaces. This is the kind of energy that you bring into your relationships and your friendships. And this is the kind of energy also, I'd like to say, Cancer, that you deserve to exist in, that you deserve to have around you and a part of your life. You're really being acknowledged for what you have done in the energies of emotions and bringing peace to the environment and peace to the world. And also that you can have that too, that it's a gift for you as well as others. Cancer, what a cool reading today. I really enjoyed doing this one for you. Happy February, happy Aquarius season, and I'll see you next time.